What is going on, guys? It is Pothead here. I am recording this video at 3 a.m., so if it sounds weird, that would be why. I just received notice that my channel has been shadow banned, which essentially means YouTube doesn't put it in recommended or anything. So, if you want to see my content, please hit that notification bell. I've had at least 3 people tell me they've missed the last batch of videos, so yeah. Follow my Instagram at Pothead, follow my Twitter at IHatePothead, at IHYPothead. Yeah, let's get right into it. You guys are going to be pretty familiar with this story if you were following me on Instagram a couple days ago. You saw it happen pretty much live. I pretty much almost went to jail over the stupidest shit ever, so let's get into it. This started out as a normal quarantine day. I had to go to the post office, had to run some errands, made a few plays, and ate some food, I think, and... Yeah, I haven't really been hanging out with too many people, so my boy, we're going to call him Craig. Craig hits me up. He's like, yo, we just got this studio built up in the crib, record music, and I know I'm, pretty good with audio software and stuff. He's like, can you please come help us with this? And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem, bro. So I came over. It was like 8 at night, maybe, and I pick him up, and he's like, yo, we need to go to 7-Eleven. Like, I really need some drinks, or they want a White Claws or some shit. I don't even know. So I drove him to 7-Eleven. We go out. And on our way back, he's like, yo, this is a good flat stretch, no potholes, nothing. You should send it a little bit. Or he said it's full send, and I was like, I'm not going to do this as a residential zone. I didn't say that, but, my car feels and looks fast enough that 25 can look like 70 to the passenger or the other side. So I start going maybe like 28 to 35 in this 25 mile an hour fucking zone. And we passed this, I guess there was this house getting robbed or something by, Craig lives in a pretty ghetto neighborhood. So there was, a house getting robbed or maybe a murder or something going on. There was so many cop cars on the road that we were going down with no lights on. There was no one outside. But there was this one guy walking across the road. And I stopped and I let him go. And my homie Craig was like, yo, that was a cop. And I was like, whoa, that's super weird. And so from where we are to... the house that we were supposed to go for our buddies, it's probably like 5 minutes at the most, maybe like 3, probably 3, because after that cop who walked across the street gave us a weird look, we got back home and fast, bro. I pulled into my spot, reversed in, make it look all cool and shit, had my car off, and then literally, I'm not even fucking kidding you, 3 suburban fucking cop cars roll up on both sides, and the end of each of them are armored tanks for a car that is maybe speeding. Like, obviously there was the shooting and shit that happened, or whatever it was. I don't really know what happened there, but there was that happened, so I could see that they were just all in the area. So we fucking might be a stolen car. We can arrest this this kid or whatever. I'm freaking out because I had just acquired some pills, some Percocet to be exact, a lot of them in my bag. And I was not thinking about that at all because the officer comes up, license, registration. He's kind of like laughing at me. I'm like, well, this is super weird. And then Craig is like nudging me, like, you have anything on you? You have anything on you? I was like, oh, shit, my pills. And luckily, my bag is super big and it was at like how the car chair ends and there's that kind of space like underneath your legs before it goes down to the pedals. My bag was right under there, so I could reach down when it looked super normal, grab the pills, moved it over to Chris all under the windshield and shit, and it was so scary. It probably wouldn't it didn't need to be that scary. It was on some like Ocean's 11 type shit, but we were fucking terrified, bro, because every single time I drive in the car with Craig, we get pulled over for some reason, for some dumb shit too, like dumb shit. So the cop comes out and he's like, we're gonna need you guys to step out of the car, please. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, please step out of the car. And so I got out of the car, and he's like, oh, no, we're talking to your friend. And I was like, what? And Craig is like, huh? I didn't do anything wrong. And they're like, just come talk to us over here. He's like, I have my rights, sir. I don't need to do that. This does not have anything to do with me. And the cops are just looking at him like seething through their teeth because like the guarantee, he smelled like alcohol, bro. Like they were already drunk. Like they wanted to fuck him somehow, bro. So he avoided that. Luckily, he also didn't have an ID or a fucking he had a warrant out at the same time. So yeah, that wouldn't have been good. But I didn't have an ID either. Mine was expired. So that was fucking crazy. So it literally, I was sitting inside the car with Chris, just fucking panicking, like what the fuck is going on? None of the cop cars are leaving. Sirens are like, it was damn near daytime out at this area with so many fucking sirens, red and blue and white and red and blue and white. And it was so fucking awful. About, I would say, 15, 20 minutes later, he finally comes back. Doesn't have my license and registration in his hand or anything. And he's like, sir, when did you buy this car? And I was like, I'm not gonna say. I said when, I'm not gonna say it on the show. But I told him, and he was like, "Okay, well, we're gonna need to see proof of purchase." And I was like, "I just gave you registration, insurance, my name. Like you can look that shit up. Like you can go check with your supervisors, look at the title, you'll see it." He's like, "But the title might be under your dad's name, and then we'd have to go through him." I was like, "The title's not under my dad's name. Go fucking do it." So he looks at me and he's like, whatever, like gives me like the look of like I was trying to help you, type shit. And so he calls the whatever the lady is, or maybe whoever analyzes that type of stuff, calls her, comes back to me in about another 15-20 minutes. So all in all, we've been here for maybe an hour and a half already. Fucking terrible. Literally just like almost, we're at his house. We literally we're 2 steps away from the door. If we would have just gone, if I would have parallel parked, could have pulled in straight, got right out of the whip, no one would have been able to prove who was driving. Would have been fine. We were leagues ahead of these police officers. We of course just had to get a little high before we went in, but at least they didn't pull up on me. Oh my God, while I was breaking down, that would have been fucking a good ass story. Oh my God. So there's also this other cop who's outside on Craig's side, just bothering Craig. Like, what do you do for a living? What are you doing around here? Blah, 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 blah. Craig, for a living, does cryptocurrency. And if you don't know what that is, it's super hard to comprehend and explain. So he's like trying to explain it to this police officer. And eventually this police officer just realizes he's nowhere near as smart, and he just backs off. And literally he just goes, sits in his car, and there's the fucking 6 fucking Suburbans and the SWAT tank on the end of the left side. And he just goes and sits and waits. No one comes out. No one does it. Like, is this what a taxpayer money goes to? Is some bullshit? You guys could go be fighting fucking rapists and pedos and stuff. Not literally following me with an army for maybe going too fast down a main road. Not even main road, residential road. So, whatever. The guy fucking finally comes back. And he was like, "Yeah, it took a while to get on the phone," which is bullshit. I know for a fact he was looking for a way to arrest me or search me or anything. My record is so goddamn squeaky motherfucking clean. Like, I pride myself on that shit. My record is like my IQ score. He came back, he's like, and his fucking demeanor changed. I mean, instantly. Like, that boy was shook. He took down his little stupid fucking grin and just handed me the fucking papers. And he's like, to get the full, I'm going to have to describe this a little more. So he walks up, head down, all my information in the right hand, left hand in the pocket. When have you ever seen someone carry something in their right hand and walk around with something in their pocket, bro? And he's walking around, head down, slow, somber, and he just comes over and fucking knocks on the goddamn window. And I roll it down, and he's just like, he just hands them to me, and he's like, "Oh, well, I was going to write you a ticket, but I was thinking about being nice today." I was like, "Bullshit, you have nothing to write me a ticket for." Because, like, we had exchanged words before, and he was like, "Well, you sounded like you were going," oh my God, I totally forgot to even tell you the greatest part about this story. So the fucking reason I even, like, got in trouble with the cops is because I fucking drove, why this many cops was there is when I drove by, and I saw that cop to the left. There was 3 cop cars to the right, bro. So they all just followed me there. It's fucked up, bro. But so yeah, the guy comes, he's knocking on my window, roll it down, hands me my cards, not looking at me in the face, still doesn't look at me in the face. He's like, "All right, man, you're good to go. I would have written you a ticket, but I'm feeling nice today." In the least nice, most genuine way possible. Like, that boy wanted my ass, no homo. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of more free form. Didn't write anything down. Let me know. I love you guys so much. And let's get to 2K so we can drop this vlog, baby.